There are many, many talented individuals in Cornwall, many of whom have fantastic ideas for changing the way things work in Cornwall, whether it's to provide different types of services to people, whether it's to create new innovations. There is something unique about Cornwall that I think provides a real hotbed for those people to develop. I'm Charlotte Hill. I'm on the board of the Cornwall School for Social Entrepreneurs. I've been involved since 2008 when Sally Hurd, the Chief Executive, came with the idea of setting up the school in Cornwall for the benefit of the environment, of the way we live, to make a good contribution to the economy.
My name is Dennis Morell. I'm the director of the Live Workshop, which is a community youth music and production company. Our aims and objectives really are to get young people involved with live music, giving them the means to produce events and shows. Since being involved with SSE, we've really progressed forward in deciding where we want to go and what we want to achieve with the social enterprise. A major thing that the programme has helped is by doing our business plan. It's really helped to focus our aims and objectives and drive the project forward. We look at many different things on each of the workshops. Some of them are just about playing, maybe learning a couple of songs. What we're trying to give them is a sense of working together to achieve a common goal. A lot of the young people involved wouldn't be able to afford the rehearsal space. The grant has given us the means to be able to purchase specialised electronic equipment so that we can rehearse quietly. Being on the Lloyds Bank Social Entrepreneurs programme has really meant that we can help loads more people, and it's just opened up so many doors to what we can possibly achieve.
There is a very unique approach that the school takes to providing business support that is very tailored to what social entrepreneurs need. This is beginning to bring a real flavour of change, if you like, to the way the whole business community can develop together and mutually support the different types of business that people who come through the programme of the school are bringing to Cornwall.
Hi, I'm Caro from the Cornish Seaweed Company, and today we're down at Kinnell's Point, which is on the southwest of the Lizard, which is where we're licensed to harvest seaweed. The Cornish Seaweed Company is based in Falmouth, and we harvest about 5 miles either side of Coverack. We pick, process and package a variety of different Cornish seaweeds to be used kind of two main markets, either as a superfood or for artisan cuisine, so to bring exciting new flavours to dishes. We're really the first properly licensed company doing seaweed in England, so hopefully reducing all the food whilst bringing the Asian seaweeds to this country when we have such a wonderful resource right here. We harvest with scissors, so just by hand we take the seaweed, we weigh it, dry it, traditionally process it, kind of really make seaweeding in Cornwall a viable industry for the future. We're a social enterprise, so we're really looking at doing educational workshops with schools to talk to the kids about what is a superfood, the amazing foods that we have locally really. Before I set up the Cornish Seaweed Company, I'd been working abroad for about 8 years and came back to England last April for work with the renewable energy sector, which had all suddenly changed. I found myself unemployed for the first time ever, and that's when I discovered Cornwall SSE. I was really looking for support with starting a social enterprise and just having the help to pull it together and make it work. The money that we receive has been unbelievably helpful, for printing business cards to building a polytunnel to renting a brewery to dry our seaweed in. Having mentors and having just a support system of the other people and the staff has really helped move our business forward. From funding information days to just general talking through problems. Basic legal advice with how to function in certain situations. Both emotional and business support that you get from the team and from the other people that are all starting their own social enterprises as well. We're just so glad that we got involved.
Students who've gone through the programme who have either gone to set up a charity or a voluntary organisation or even go into the commercial sector continue with the thing that they set out to do, which was to set up a social enterprise. So I think the multifaceted nature of the support that the school provides and the fact that it is actually tailored to the talent and the needs of the individual is something that is pretty unique to what we offer.
What we want to create is a venue for social enterprise. Initially, we had lots of different project ideas, and trying to form that into a business idea that you can articulate to people was a nightmare. But lately it's been compartmentalised into phases. We should have some nice projects running which will bring in an income, but they're also sort of quite close to our heart. You know, we want to be growing food here and helping other people to grow food that haven't got the chance or the space to. Right now we're on phase 1, so we're doing the physical work, getting the field ready so that it's a usable space. I want to do workshops with kids in schools, so I want to get them creating electricity using wind turbines, water turbines, solar panels, things that I've created in here using scrap materials. Phase 2 is pilot projects. One of the ones that we could establish quite soon is working with vulnerable adults and autistic people. Activities based on, you know, the animals, get them involved in growing their own stuff, maybe making some food out of what they've grown. But once we've got the guys coming here, we can then start investing more money in setting up, you know, a nice classroom or a learning space for anyone really that wants to learn building techniques, rainwater collection, growing, animal husbandry. There's a million different things that we can do here. I've been working in IT for the past 12 years as a trainer and then later as a technician. About a third of the way through the SSE programme, I gave all that up so I could concentrate on things that I'm passionate about. One of the first things we did at Dressage Farm was get a beehive. Everyone knows how the bee colonies are suffering throughout the world, so we wanted to start producing our own honey. Eventually we can make lots more hives and really help the bee population in Cornwall. The funding has been a massive help and it was a good kickstart, but without the support of Cornwall SSE and all of the sessions that we've had there, I wouldn't have even got this off the ground. Each session teaches me something that I need or I will need somewhere along the line. The tutoring I've had from the programme has been really, really handy, and every time I come away from there I've got a new action plan, a new set of goals and some tools to help me. The ALS sessions that we do, they always help. Just to have the support there of your peers as well is a massive deal, because sometimes we just pulling our hair out and we don't know which direction to turn, and then you speak to someone that's gone through the same thing and you've got the answer straight away.
It's not about charitable purposes necessarily, it's not about volunteering, but there are some really strong commercial components within the programme that really underpin the potential of these businesses flourishing.
One of the questions that often gets asked about social enterprise is which is more important, social purpose or making profits? And it's a bit like chicken and egg, which comes first? Actually, the two go together to complete the whole. They're like yin and yang. And I think the great thing about what we see in the Cornwall School for Social Entrepreneurs is a group of people who every year absolutely get that concept of the fact that it's combining a great business, but actually it's either the core content of the business or it's the way in which the business goes about its business that's different. And one of the things that social enterprise does is it makes those things visible. And the lovely thing about coming to the Lloyds Bank and the Cornwall School for Social Entrepreneurs graduation ceremony is that every time you hear one of those graduates speak, you see the invisible man, you see the social purpose that sits behind that business. And the more we can support businesses that really are about social enterprise, the more people will get it. So making the vision real, saying these people are doing it, we're giving them an award for doing it. What a fantastic way for other people to go, I get it, I can do that as well. If we're going to redesign this world to be in better balance with both people and nature, social enterprise is one of those fundamental planks to take that forward.
Well, Ways with Willow basically provides beginners willow weaving and basketry courses and workshops throughout the wider social community in Cornwall. And we specialise in working with adults and children with learning disabilities, mental health problems and those that have experienced domestic abuse. Working with Willow is really therapeutic, it's hugely rewarding, and basically through our courses, projects and hands-on activities, working with Willow helps people to improve their self-confidence, but it also helps to reduce social isolation and basically help to improve and enhance lives. Through running paid-for courses and workshops and the sale of products, our profits are used to provide free and subsidised opportunities for disadvantaged people throughout Cornwall. We're really passionate about the preservation of our traditional craft heritage. Willow weaving is one of the most ancient forms of craft in the UK and beyond. And we're also really passionate about promoting the use of willow as a sustainable material.
Well,
I was attracted to the SSE programme because of the amount of support and advice and guidance there was on the programme. We've expanded so quickly and grown. At the end of our first year, we hit our 2-year target in our original business plan, and we're on course by the end of this year to have exceeded our 5-year target. We've incorporated as a community interest company. I'm sure that none of that would have been possible without the help from the tutors, the Lloyds mentors, and all the peers that we're on the programme with.
I'm Matt Price, and I'm the co-founder and co-director of the Proud to Be project, which is an organisation based in Totnes. Well, its main aim is to encourage and support lesbian, gay, bisexual and transgender people to be proud of who they are. What attracted me to applying to be part of SSE is the fact that for the first year we were alone, and it was quite isolating actually. It's really important for us to have a network of support, and for us SSE is that. It's a group of people come together. We're all doing different things, but we've all bonded by one thing. We're all social entrepreneurs, and we can all support each other and give each other advice. And for me, that's more valuable than anything else. It seems like every time I come into a session, it's absolutely what I need at that moment. It's answering questions that are relevant to me at that point in time. So I'm really going to actually miss it, but I feel like I've made some amazing friends through the course, and I know that we'll all stay in touch. So it's been really great.
A large proportion of businesses fail in the first 2 years, largely because a lack of understanding of what's required to run a business, but also the sort of startup money that's needed. And this programme, it really helps people to get the skills. It takes people who've got a good idea and are enthusiastic and got lots of energy, and it gives them the skills to be able to avoid that disaster in the first couple of years. And also the grants help them to provide some capital to buy equipment that perhaps they didn't really realise they needed at the start, but also helps them to grow the business over those initial first couple of years.
Without the grant, we certainly wouldn't have been able to roll it out as far or as quickly as we have now, and it's been a fantastic resource for us to have.
My name's Louise Brooks. I'm based in Glastonbury, and I've set up a company called earthfrogs.org. I've got a background in survival and working at eco-villages around the world, and I recognised that there was a real gap for a lot of people in connecting with nature, in optimising how they meet their basic needs for food, water, shelter and energy. I applied for the programme because I didn't really have any business skills as such. SSE and the grant funding really helped with all the governance issues, how to set up a community interest company. I didn't have any idea about how my company was going to look when I started, so it's definitely enabled me to interact with other partners, groups and businesses.
We've now, in the last 12 months or so, established the School for Social Entrepreneurs as a social enterprise. So we are actually living what we've been teaching, and that has been a really great achievement for us.
Cornwall SSE have helped me realise my dream and my potential, and I think they can do that with anyone. They've got a really good team, and they've got all the tools and all the sessions that anybody needs to be able to set up a successful social enterprise.
I'd really recommend the programme to anybody in a similar situation looking for support to start up their business.
If you've got enthusiasm and an idea, they can really help you draw everything out. It's a positive environment to work in with positive people.
None of this would have been possible without Cornwall SSE. They've been amazing.